What if the secret to happiness isn't about chasing dreams, but about our reaction to life's trials? That's the essence of Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy. Rather than chasing more, it advocates for resilience, contentment, and harmony with the world. It's not about lofty contemplation, but practical wisdom for life. Stoicism provides 7 key principles to navigate life's turbulence. Not magical formulas, but time-tested principles for self-understanding and world comprehension. So, are you ready to a different path to happiness? Stay tuned as we explore the Stoic way of life. Did you know that your perception holds the key to your happiness? Consider Jane, stuck in traffic ahead of an important meeting. Rather than letting stress take over, she views this as an opportunity. She readies herself for the meeting, practicing her speech. This is what Stoicism teaches. We control our reactions, not external events. We can learn from setbacks, find lessons in failure, go for silver linings. It's not about denying difficulties, but deciding not to be controlled by them. We can choose resilience, optimism. We can see the glass as half full. These choices lead to power, peace, and ultimately, happiness. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. Ever caught yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future? Meet Tim, an ordinary guy who often found himself entangled in the web of regret and anxiety. Then, he discovered the Stoic principle of cherishing the present. This practice not only reduced his anxiety but also added vibrancy to his life. Each fleeting moment transformed into a treasure to be savored. Our past is just a memory, our future a mystery, but the present? It's a gift. That's why it's named the present. The present moment is all we truly have, so let's make the most of it. Are you constantly yearning for more? Meet Sam, a successful entrepreneur who, despite his accolades and wealth, found no satisfaction. Running an endless race, he felt an insatiable void within him. Then he discovered Stoicism, teaching him to detach from desire. Embracing simplicity, he found contentment in appreciating what he had. This mindset shift brought unexpected tranquility. Less want led to more gain, peace, contentment, and a profound appreciation of life. True happiness comes not from having more, but from wanting less. Have you ever tried swimming against the current? Picture this, a sailor adrift in the roiling sea, the storm battering his vessel. But instead of fighting, he adjusts his sails, letting the storm guide him. Suddenly, the storm isn't an enemy, it's an ally. This is the essence of Stoicism, understanding we can't control everything, but we can control our reactions. The storm doesn't steer us, the way we set our sails does. The wind of fate blows on us all. We don't control it, but we can mold our journey around it. It's not about surrendering, but adapting and using circumstances to our advantage. The wise sailor doesn't fight the storm, he lets it lift him. Sometimes, going with thee is the best thing you can do. What if being good isn't just about doing good? This story introduces you to Marcus, a man caught in the monotony of life. He discovered Stoicism, a philosophy emphasizing virtuous living, not for external reward, but for personal growth. Marcus cultivated virtues like wisdom, courage, and temperance by expanding his knowledge, facing challenges, advocating for justice, and practicing self-control. This journey led Marcus towards inner contentment, a contrast to temporary happiness from material gains. Stoicism, thus, encourages us to be better versions of ourselves, not for rewards, but because it's right. Stoic life means nurturing virtues, not chasing ephemeral joy or approval. Virtue, in the end, is its own reward. Do you crave peace in this chaotic world? Picture a man, Elio, lost in life's hustle and bustle. One day, he discovered Stoicism, an ancient philosophy promising tranquility. Embracing Stoic principles, he began perceiving situations differently, learned to live in the present, and practiced detachment from desires. His life's noise quieted down. Elio found peace not by avoiding chaos, but by changing his response to it. Learning to control what he could and release what he couldn't, his stress lessened and his mind found rest. Through Stoicism, Elio not only endured life's adversities but thrived amidst them. He discovered tranquility, a state of calmness and peace, irrespective of external circumstances, and an inner sanctuary to retreat to, regardless of life's storms. In the pursuit of tranquility, we find our true selves. What do you think? Are these ancient philosophies still relevant today? We explored 7 Stoic principles, the essence of a fulfilling, serene life. They teach us that our joy is self-governed. Accepting destiny with courage aids us in handling life's unpredictability. Virtue, Stoicism's core, guides us to be our best. while tranquility helps us find peace amidst turmoil. Collectively, these principles chart the course to a content, purposeful life. So let's uphold these eternal truths and aim to live the Stoic life. Remember, the path to happiness isn't about finding more, but about wanting less. It's about changing our perceptions, accepting our fate, practicing virtue, and finding tranquility. It's about living a Stoic life.